Hey there, how's it going? Kalispera. Good afternoon. Today is Sunday, October 20th, 2024. Currently about 71 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 22 degrees Celsius. Back on Santorini Island for the 7th time at Kamari Beach. And so my friend Sterling is on the beach at the moment. She got an earlier start than I did. Just had breakfast and going to meet her. This is where we had dinner last night. Really nice place. So Sterling is down here somewhere. I don't know what today is going to entail, where we're going to go, but she wants to pretty much just relax on a beach today, which is fine with me. I'm a little tired out, and having been to Santorini many times, I don't feel any obligation to try to get out and see a whole lot. So we'll find out what happens. Hey guys, so here's Sterling again.
I'm here.
First time to Santorini.
First time in Santorini.
Here we are standing on the edge of the volcanic crater. You can see out there Fira, the island behind this little volcanic island. The previous name of Santorini long ago was Trogili, which meant round island, and so that piece over there was part of the round island. In about 1600 BC, earthquakes and etc. started to happen. People lived here, they fled, and the whole thing erupted and blew the island to smithereens. And so that is what you are seeing here, these
Except for that part.
very stark cliffs.
That's the magma that came up and created a brand new island in the middle of this bay.
Exactly. So the piece farther out there is part of the old island. That in the middle is a new island, or new as in only 3,500 years old.
For Earth's timeline, that's pretty new.
Yeah, exactly. In geologic terms, it was like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So we are going to walk to one of my favorite places in Greece, little spots. Many of you will recognize this, having shown it in previous videos. And while we walk, we are going to tell a story from the island of Milos, where we were, well, yesterday. Took the ferry over, but this is from a few days ago. So in the course of telling the story, I'm going to answer a question that probably some people have, which is that Sterling and I are not a couple.
We're not a couple.
We're friends.
We're buds.
We've known each other.
I love this guy.
We've known each other
He's my
for
buddy.
almost a decade. Met
Yes.
in person January 2015. We met through Facebook. Knew each other for like a couple years or something on Facebook. Just kind of didn't really like interact that much.
Yeah, I think it was through the spiritual stuff, like spiritual sites.
Yeah, something like that. And then we were on the island of Kauai at the same time. I guess you saw one of my posts, something like that. And we met up and have been going on lots of adventures since then. So the reason I'm mentioning it in this video is because we've had separate rooms this whole time. And that is what the story is about.
We've slept in the same room before.
If the rooms were more expensive, we'd probably just share a room. But since it is low season and the rooms are 40, 50, 60 bucks.
And also, we have very, very different sleeping schedules. So part of the reason why Gabe's always like, I gotta find Sterling. I don't know where Sterling is, because he's taking a nap or he's up late editing a video, and I get up early and I'm like, I want to go do something. So I go cruise by myself, which I'm cool doing.
So that leads into the story, which is about rooms. So this was 3-4 days ago on the island of Milos, and we went to dinner together. Drove the rental car down into the main town, had a nice dinner, got back, and Sterling will take it from here.
Yeah, so I basically put my key in my little bag and I couldn't find my key anywhere, and my room was locked. So I was locked out of my room, and it was 11 o'clock or 11:30. So I was trying to call and figure out how I was gonna get into the room. So Gabe had a brilliant idea.
So she comes up to my room and says I can't find the key. And so I give her the keys to the car for her to check there, just to make sure it isn't somewhere under a seat or whatever.
That area between the front seats, like, it's a vortex.
Yeah.
Everything gets sucked down in there. Like, even when you're eating something, it just goes right into that little vortex.
So she checks the car,
3 times.
not having any luck, and so it's like, okay, time to take decisive action. And so the good thing is that she had left her balcony door open just with the screen down. And so I'm thinking, all right, maybe I can get up there somehow. But it is on the 2nd floor.
Yeah, well, little did he know I had found a ladder, but he was already being gung-ho about it by the time I had told him about the ladder.
I had already accomplished it. Yeah. So I go around to the backside of her room, and there's this wall, and then there's like this thatched thing that sticks out from the balconies that is flat. And so it's basically kind of like, let's say I'm standing on the top of the wall like this, and then up here is this thatched roof, and if I can get up on there, then it has some wooden little sticks going across, and it will hold me, and then from there I can get up to the balcony. But the thing is that I have to do this like jump and then hold myself, and then it's like a 10-foot drop down there, and so I really don't, I mean, I wouldn't have like broken anything, but I don't want to fall.
Yeah,
and so
break the patio.
Yeah, long story short, it works, and I get up there and I open the door, and then she
I'm able to get into my room for the night. So
yeah.
The next day, and I love this place, Hippocampus,
yeah.
Hippocampus Studios, wonderful place to stay. He showed a short video, and everyone was spectacular and amazing. And I actually made a friend who's a girl that we ended up having fun and hanging out with each other for her birthday.
She works there. So
I was telling them the next day how I lost the key, and he said, oh, it's gonna cost you like 400 or 500 euros, which is a lot of money. And he was just joking, but he's like, oh, don't worry, it'll come back to you through some random chance luck. And I said, okay. So we went on our day.
And then I think we went through a whole other day without finding it, and I had pretty much determined it wasn't going to come back. Okay, maybe we should
but we hadn't given up on it yet.
Yeah. Let's just take a look at this, stop the video so that we're not disturbing people with our story.
Okay.
And then continue as we hike back up.
Okay, sounds good.
So out there you can see Fira, the town on the cliff, and out there Ia at the end, the ultimate sunset viewing spot. There's a hike that you can do from Fira to Ia that I've wanted to do for years, and thought maybe it would happen this time, but nope. I'm leaving tomorrow, and then Sterling flies out the next morning. All right, let's walk down to the church.
Okay, so we keep going with the story?
Nah, we'll, when we're walking back up, maybe.
When you're quiet. Okay.
Yeah, just to not be talking right near the church. I mean, it's okay to kind of talk, but you know. So I found this spot back in 2009 when I was cruising along on my motorbike around sunset on the main road, and decided to pull over just to see the view of the crater, and then saw the path coming down here and just wandered down and found this. Nope.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. There's another cave up there. Wow, how somebody can get to that?
I know. I wonder if that's natural or carved out. It's hard to tell from here.
Oh, it's natural.
It's not super clear. Okay, here's the other church. All right, so continuing the story, I think this would have been 2 days after the key was lost that we went into town and I parked the car.
Yeah.
Actually, it was the video 2 videos ago when I come into town and I start the intro and I say I'm looking for Sterling.
Yeah, and there's
I parked the car
in the same spot. And then
in the same spot, exact same spot where we had parked the night we went to dinner.
Yeah. So I was over at this bay waiting for Gabe to wrap up and come visit. So he ended up parking, doing the intro to this video, and then told him I was at the bay. It's only a minute down the street, and came and grabbed me. And we swung around, and I told him about this place that I saw some shirts that he might like, because
these kind of button up
yeah, he's been looking for
t-shirts.
So we went to this little boutique and then came out and walked up to the car and realized that a huge black panel was missing from the side of the car.
Like this tall and about, yeah, like
3 feet.
Yeah. A little,
long.
black panel. There was one piece still there, but then the piece was
The
missing.
second piece on the front door was missing, and all there were the little notches that you put on the panel, like you put the panel on with. So we're like, oh no, it's gonna cost us so much money. And like, oh, we lost the panel, we lost the keys, like we're losing everything. So we're like, we have to retrace our steps. So we went back and looked where he picked me up and saw maybe if I closed the door and the panel fell off. No panel. Went to everywhere. And then he's like, well, maybe it's in the parking lot where I had parked earlier while I was making the intro. So we drove into the parking lot and found the panel right where he had parked. It had fallen off the door. And right in front of the panel were my keys sitting in the sand. So we found the panel. If we hadn't have lost the panel, I wouldn't have found the keys. So it was kind of miraculous.
The craziest coincidence. I mean,
so crazy.
So mind-blowing when that happened.
We would have been
a series of events, that had to transpire for you to get your keys back.
Wow, yeah, we had to lose the panel to the car.
Yeah. And then it had to happen to fall off exactly where your key was.
Where the key was. So yeah, it was just really strange.
Yeah.
So it was actually miraculous after all.
It really was.
So that's the story.
That's it. All right. We're heading for a beach. So right there is the ancient city of Akrotiri, which was here when the volcanic eruption occurred, and the residents fled in ships, presumably, the only way to flee an island, of course. But unfortunately, they were probably killed by the tsunami that resulted from the eruption, which went all the way to Crete and destroyed the Minoan civilization. But their town there remains because it's over on this side of the island. I visited it the last time that I was here in Santorini last spring. But we are going to a beach here. Okay, so I think the deal is that we are at the wrong end of the beach.
Yeah.
Because there's a big long stretch I thought.
Let's check it out.
The cave of Nicholas. Yeah, I think we want to be around that corner there.
Should we walk? Do we have to walk?
Yeah, let's just walk it. And found a nice spot here. Gonna hang out for an hour or two. So Sterling is something of a rock hound.
I just like to find unique things.
Yeah, whatever rocks.
Usually underwater, I find a lot of things.
So here's an interesting one. It's a bunch of little rocks all stuck together into one rock, and it is quite heavy. And then this stuff is pumice, and it is super light. It floats.
Yeah, I thought he was throwing styrofoam at me because it floats in the water.
I threw it to her in the water.
Styrofoam at me.
Yeah.
So, you guys were really good about trying to explain what that cool rock was that we found at the beach. So, I'm curious about what this thing is. It's tile-like, but it's got these indentations, and then it's kind of flat on the bottom. I wasn't sure. And there's not a lot of shells here on the island, but I wanted to show you something really interesting that I just found. So I went and I dove down and I found, I think, a hunk of silver. So we're going to take it to a jewelry store and see if I actually found silver.
Yeah, we'll report back later in the video.
Isn't that cool? It's definitely metal. And it looks like silver, but it's melted, so I'm not sure how it got there or why it is that. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, it seems kind of light, but I've never held a hunk of silver.
Yeah, I don't know.
This much of it. It's definitely not as shiny. So if you found silver, it's appropriate that sterling would find some silver.
Yeah, you have to buff it with to make it shiny.
And then there's various qualities of silver too. So
there's different mixes.
I mean, it is quite light.
I think silver by itself is really malleable, and so they mix it. So there's different percentage of, I think there might be nickel in silver. I'm not sure how they do it, but I think sterling silver is the strongest silver.
That's the best stuff.
I think it's a mix though. It's not like pure silver.
Oh, I see.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure they mix silver.
I'm sure a jewelry person will be able to tell us right off the bat.
We'll go find out.
Yeah. Cool. And then some other strange colored.
That's definitely a man-made something. And then we did find
You think?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
not necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, could be, I guess.
It looks like a tile that had, this is some of the tile glazing.
Yeah, okay, could be.
For sure. But it's just really unique. And then there's not a lot of shells here, so I did find some shells, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. Right on. But I'm super curious about the silver.
Yeah. So. We're going to head for Fira, see the crater view, and go to a jewelry shop. That is the hopefully silver hunk. Here we have a beautiful white church in Fira. The ultimate crater view. Here we go. Sterling's first time seeing it, and man, is it a touristy scene even in October. So let's keep walking straight ahead. Try to get through this crowd. Man.
This is almost as bad
unreal.
Yeah. Was this like this every time that you come here?
No, it's like especially busy. Oh, there's something going on. Maybe because it's a Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's a wedding. That's the bride and groom there. I was curious to see how busy it was going to be now in late October, and it's actually busier than I thought.
Maybe more so because of that wedding. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, no, but now we're out of that. This is just...
people.
Yeah, just people. It's just getting more and more popular every year. And so across there is Ia. That is kind of the ultimate sunset viewing spot, but this is a great one as well. There's the gondola going up right now.
Oh yeah, wow, it goes really fast.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Those are big cruise ships.
Yep, that's a massive one. Have you ever done a cruise?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, when I was younger.
Okay, I never have.
It's not really my thing. I heard they're cool, but I don't know, it's not my thing.
I'd like to do one once, just to do it once. Like a Caribbean cruise, you know, not have to do any of the planning.
Yeah, but you only have so much limited amount of time to actually get off the boat, and then you have to be back on it.
Yeah, you get like 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever,
so
and then
it's really not. I'm too independent for cruises.
Yeah.
I want to stay somewhere if I'm enjoying it and not have to worry about the boat leaving.
Yeah. Missing the boat, literally.
Yeah.
Where did you find this?
In the sea at
In the ocean.
over by Red Beach.
Sorry.
Stone.
But it's silver though, right? Silver?
Stone, it's not a metal.
It's just some
It's a
kind of
metal
stone.
stone.
Okay. Yeah.
It's nice.
It's nice.
Maybe volcanic.
It's a volcanic metal stone.
Okay.
If you like, you can make pendant.
Yeah.
Nice shape, this one.
Okay.
It's nice.
So you don't think it's silver? You think it's natural organic stone?
Maybe.
Okay. Okay. Well,
99%.
99. That's a pretty high
That's pretty
percentage.
certain.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Something volcanic, and that's why it's so weirdly shaped.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't. It must be something volcanic. I have no idea. Okay, let's keep asking around and see what we see if someone else
Yeah,
is
if you want
less
to get
than
another-
99%.
If you get 299%, I think that's pretty much. I think
That's
99
100
plus 99
is
equals 100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll just consider it an
Yeah.
organic stone, but it's super cool.
Yeah.
I'll definitely make it into a necklace of some sort.
There goes the sun. There is the old port. And the donkeys bringing people up and down. And the gondola. Thracia. So you look across at Thracia, you can see a white line going up the hill. So when I did the boat trip, the day trip, then we left from, I think, the new port. And then we went over to that volcanic island, hiked around on that, and then went over there. They dropped us off, and then you can hike up to the top there, and then like explore that village over there.
How was that?
It was really cool.
Yeah? Beautiful.
Our last dinner together in Greece.
Aww.
But I'm sure that there will be another one, another trip.
There will be many, many more trips to come, for sure.
So far, impressions of Greece, pretty good?
I love it. I love it.
Excellent.
Yeah, and seeing the old ancient ruins was amazing.
Oh yeah, she went to Akrotiri just now,
Yeah, just
before we
now.
drove over here. I'd been there before, so I didn't go, but she went in.
I was amazed at how, after they uncovered everything, I guess because it was covered in all of the silt and all
ash and everything,
ash
yeah.
and everything. It really kept its look, I mean, they had some really
Yeah, it
large
preserved
buildings.
it. That's what happened with Pompeii.
It was like 3-story high buildings with huge blocks, and it's
Yeah.
amazing that
Yeah, it's
they
impressive.
were able to do that.
Because that was the town that was here when the eruption happened,
so it got
3,600 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a really
Pretty impressive.
sight. I'm
Yeah.
glad I went in there.
great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And it's gone. Ready?
Yamas.
Yamas.
I love those clouds.
Yeah. You need clouds to get the best sunsets.
So beautiful.
Yeah, the sun's actually just setting right now. You can see it.